Hi, this is Linda Cromar with lindacromar.com. And this morning, the thought that came to me that I thought would be of most benefit to you was, how do you come back from a fall, from a failure, from a challenge that you've dealt with? I've had a lot of those, and it's not easy to pull yourself back up and get back on the horse. Like they used to say, that same thing is definitely what you have to do. You have to get back in the fight. You have to just keep on doing it. And just to give you a story, when I was in another company and I was building with actually some methods that were not very good, and buying very expensive leads, and of course then your thought pattern is not how can you help that person, but man, I've got to make up my investment. I can't afford to lose all of this money. So then what does it become? A gamble. But that wasn't what I really wanted to talk to you about. I'm really talking to you about how do you get back up after you fall down. The same way you do when you fall down physically. You don't just stay on the ground and say, okay, I'm finished. And you do have to take a moment, like I'm doing this morning, not because I failed, but because things have been challenging in my family. My mother is very ill. She's dying, and she had a very rough night last night. So it always seems to make it a little bit of okay, reassess what things can I do differently so that this goes smoother and it takes less time. That is one of the things I always have a challenge with, and I think everybody has some kind of a challenge, whether it be a physical challenge in their own health or the way they function, or if it's because they have people around them that are not supporting what they're doing and they're negative and maybe even arguing with them about doing this because it doesn't sound like the right kind of thing to do and they don't understand your dream. There are so many things that can challenge you, that can knock you down, that can make you feel like you just can't get up again. But the major thing that separates the failure from the winner is that will to get up, even when you get knocked down. And I encourage you today to think about that. Have that will to get back up, to keep on going. Because sometimes you're closer than you think. That's a little bit of a quote from Joel Osteen, but it really is the truth. Sometimes you're closer than you think. Sometimes you are just around the corner from what you want. And if you just keep believing and you keep on fighting the fight and you keep on doing it. Now, yeah, you may not need to do it exactly the same way that you failed at. In the case of the leads, I found that I really did not want to spend that kind of money and get my family in jeopardy, in debt, to the point of almost losing everything over buying leads, and many of which were not qualified leads anyway. So what you do instead, you find another way that is more congruent with you. Do you stop just because you failed that one time? No. You just find a way. That's what I have to share with you today. And I found a way using the lead generation system, which I always tell you about. I found that to be the very best way ever to build a very powerful list of people that I can build my business with. And I can share that with you. It's on the bottom of this blog. Go to that and let's talk.